Welcome back, Gallo Radio Show, SuperTalk, Mississippi. Appreciate you being with us on this Friday morning. Just a couple of segments left. I want to say thank you to David Culpepper, who is the Marketing and Communications Director at Covington County Hospital. Covington County Hospital is the parent of Smith County Emergency Hospital here in Raleigh, Mississippi, and certainly has been a good morning as we get to know more about this facility. We'll be here throughout the day. Gerard's going to be here with midday starting at 10 o'clock. Rebecca at 2 this afternoon. No, Rebecca will not be here. She'll be in studio. Sports Talk will be here this afternoon starting at 3. So a full day of coverage for you and with you from Smith County Hospital in Raleigh. Excuse me, Tucker Boykin joins us right now. He is the Emergency Department Director here at this new facility. He is anxiously awaiting the word go. Not that there's not plenty to do in terms of getting ready and moving into this facility and getting set up, Tucker, but literally just days now away from this facility being open to the folks here in Raleigh. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, supposedly next Thursday is when the state is to come to do their survey.
Yeah. And
so hopefully, they should get that back to us within the next, 24 or 48 hours after they do their survey, supposedly. So, yeah, we're excited. This is something this community has been needing for quite a while. The nearest emergency department around here, if you're from Smith County, you got to go to, Laurel, McGee. Sometimes they go to, especially the people in Raleigh, they'll more times go to, Lackey or, on the Jackson or something like that.
Sure.
And so this is something that we've been needing for, quite some time. And I've told people this, this is something I'm very, very passionate about, take a lot of pride in, especially for me being from here. I never thought that whenever I first started nursing, because I started out at South Central in Laurel. And so I worked nights up there for the past, 4.5 years. And I was having a baby last year, so I got a brand new newborn. And so I was needing to go to day shift anyway. And so I was going to just work, day shift over there. And they announced that they were opening this come, 2025. And I said, man, that would be just perfect.
Yeah.
And, what better timing. And so I went on there, and I was just going to apply for just regular day shift,
Just a nursing job.
Yeah, just regular day shift, And then when I went on the website and it said they needed a director, and I was like, there's probably somebody who's a lot more experienced than I am. They could, a lot more years under their belt than me. But we'll just, put our name in the hat and see what happens. And apparently they like what they heard, I guess. And so I guess it also helped that, being a hometown guy.
Sure.
Not necessarily from Raleigh, but Taylorsville. But I take pride in a lot of stuff, Smith County, because, there's a lot of things that we take pride in around here. Agriculture is a big one, and sports is also a big one. But, of course, accidents happen in both of those. And so they need somewhere to go, to get emergency help.
As you have talked to people that live here, whether it's in Raleigh or in Taylorsville, and they hear that this is an option and know that this is coming, do you sense some relief or some excitement? We know that all over Mississippi and in small towns and rural counties, hospital care has been really hard to come by,
right.
And it's becoming less and less and a critical situation. Do people seem excited about this being here?
They do, and just coming from a nursing standpoint, I will say that if you look at just right now in the state of the hospitals, they're overrun. Really and truly, if you try to go, whether that be, to Jackson or Forest General or Laurel, they're all just so full right now just because it's just one of those times of the year where, everybody's kind of getting sick. And we hope to try to relieve a lot of that pressure or burden, on those other facilities because we can offer, this a lot of the same stuff. Not necessarily like the specialties that they can offer,
right?
But as far as like emergency care, that's what we're trying to do. And so they can come here to get that kind of care. And so, we're excited, man.
Now, you were telling me a second ago, you asked about the last time I had been to Smith County and said it's been a while. You said, well, have you heard of the watermelons? Of course I've heard of the watermelons. Smith County watermelons. Legendary stuff.
Best of the best, man.
As good as advertised, worth the hype.
They are. If you haven't had a watermelon for Smith County, you're missing out, man. It really needs to be on your bucket list.
Yeah.
I mean, really and truly, if you haven't.
What is it that makes a Smith County watermelon special? So,
the fertile soil around here is what they say really just sends them over the top. It makes them, just as sweet as they could be. Now, there's a lot of speculation out there whenever these people come, like, on the side of the road, like, early on in the watermelon season, that they're Smith County watermelons. I'm not really sure if those are actually Smith County watermelons, because the ones I really see, they really about June,
so
July.
You got to get to late June, close to the 4th of July.
Those are your top of the line.
That's authentic?
Yes. Those are your top of the line Smith County watermelons, just from my experience.
Okay. I feel like you're a little bit of a watermelon connoisseur here.
Whenever it hits watermelon season around here, man, and of course, Mississippi is, known for their watermelons.
Right.
And so, they have the watermelon festival or whatever every year. But
they have a watermelon queen, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know much about it because
I think you should go for that.
I don't think that's part of me, man.
Okay, I understand that. Maybe we should not get ourselves in trouble and stick with Smith County Emergency Hospital here. In terms of services offered, you talked about the fact, and we pointed this out. I mean, subspecialty stuff that's not happening. You're not coming here for a knee replacement.
Right.
That's going to happen in a more specialty setting. But in terms of what this facility is prepared to handle and what the staffing is going to look like, where are we?
So I heard a saying one time, and it's the funniest thing, because ER just in general, nurses and doctors, they're a jack of all trades but a master of none. Mm-hmm. They can do a little bit of everything, but of course, not necessarily specialized in whatever. We can handle near about anything.
Yeah.
And so, of course, if you have, your regular like cold, flu symptoms, or earache, or minor back pain, arm pain, that kind of thing, that can go to like an urgent care or whatever. But, just say like, chest pains or difficulty breathing, weakness or numbness, slurred speech, like all those that could potentially be like life-threatening things,
sure,
as far as like a stroke or heart attack or anything like that. That's something that, we would evaluate. I mean, we have CT imaging here, we got x-ray, just say, like I was telling you before, Smith County, we're big on sports around here. So, if somebody potentially breaks a bone, or, like agriculture, there's accidents happen with them. So, I mean, they can come up here and get a scan. If there is something broke, we can splint it up, in like a fiberglass splint. And that way they can follow up with an orthopedic surgeon,
sure,
to see what, needs to really be done.
Well, and I was going to use it as an example. So a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years ago, my youngest daughter had a pretty severely broken arm, and we're not going to go to the emergency room for a sore throat, but there are times you go to the emergency room,
right?
And we got her there, and even in Oxford, where I live, where there are operating rooms and like surgeons on standby, there was a local orthopedic surgeon that looked at it and he said, she needs to go to Le Bonheur. And so, to me, medical professionals who understand there are people that are excellent at this, like, this is what I handle, I'm going to stay in my lane, mm-hmm, and we're going to make sure that a patient gets the best care that they can get. Kind of the same thing here, right? I mean,
correct,
you got a hairline fracture in your arm, sure, we can put a cast on it and you're going to be fine. Mm-hmm. Whereas if it's something that's more serious, you got the ability to stabilize and then get a patient where they need to go, right?
Correct. And we have a standing, I don't even know what you would actually call it, but if somebody comes in with like a heart attack, what they call a STEMI, we have an agreement with Forest General because we send them there.
Okay.
And so when they get here and we look on their EKG and it does show a STEMI, we'll activate the STEMI protocol, which is, you give like aspirin. If they take whatever blood thinner they take, whether it's Brilinta or Plavix or that kind of thing, you'll give them that, and make sure they're pretty much stabilized, because those blood thinners help, kind of relieve that clot that's in there causing
right,
a heart attack. And so, the best thing for this community would be, for us to further, get them to their further specialty that they're
Sure.
needing. But
it's creating that emergency location where you don't have to go 30 or 40 miles to get an initial evaluation. In terms of watching the transformation of this building, it's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy. It's because the first time I came over here, it was like bare boned around here, and
It's come together quickly.
It has definitely come together quickly, and it looks so nice.
Tucker, really appreciate your time this morning. Congratulations on the upcoming opening of this. It certainly is an incredible facility, and wish you guys all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry we didn't get to a football conversation.
No, man, I was looking forward to it.
He was mad about that, Lance. He wanted to talk football, but maybe another day. Tucker Boykin, Emergency Department Director here at Smith County Emergency Hospital. We're going to wrap things up with you when we come back. This is the Gallo Radio Show on SuperTalk, Mississippi.